This is a breaking news alert.
We begin tonight with a breaking news alert out of Huntington. Good evening, everyone. I'm Amanda Barron.
And I'm Bill Murray. Police are on the scene of a bank robbery. This happened about 3:45 at the Chase Bank on 5th Avenue. We do have live team coverage tonight, and we start with Tim Muir and Andrew Colgrove on the scene now with the very latest. Tim?
Bill and Amanda, I'm here outside Chase Bank on 5th Avenue. As you said, there was a bank robbery report about 3:30, and we're going to take a look around right now. We're asked to stay back by Huntington Police, but if you look around, they're positioned right here. As a matter of fact, it's not just Huntington Police, it's just about every police agency in the area have arrived. This bank was held up about 3:30. HPD, should point out, their offices are only, the main headquarters are only a block away, and the officers were here in no time. They are inside right now clearing out this office building, and they're going office by office. And here's the thing, they're not even sure right now if the bank robber is inside the bank or if the bank robber made it out. Now, we should point out the banking itself is done on the lower level of this building. The rest of the floors are all offices. So each officer is assigned a particular area inside this building, going through step by step by step, seeing if they can clear out, seeing if they can find anybody inside. So we've been told that they're not exactly sure if anybody is actually inside or if, by chance, the robber made it out of the bank. We spoke to some employees who said they never saw a gunman. They heard reports they heard some activity, and then they heard reports that there may have been a robbery from some other coworkers. Then they saw police show up and guns pointed at the bank. When we first rolled up here, right after it happened, about 3:40, I'd say we got here, we noticed that police had the bank completely surrounded. They had guns pointed at just about every area, every door, every window that you could see, and there has been no activity since then. So, as we said, they're inside trying to clear this area out right now, and we can also tell you that the entire bank is surrounded. As we said, the employees on the first floor said that right now they have been asked to leave, obviously. Employees are in the Herald Dispatch building across the street, and they're in several other buildings. All the other businesses around this area have been asked to stay inside. Employees have been asked to stay inside their businesses. The road has been shut down, 5th Avenue. If you're traveling through Huntington, you're going to want to avoid it, but if you do have to come this way, you're going to be detoured at 9th Street and taken down to 6th Avenue and taken a couple blocks away before you're allowed to go back on the other side. So right now we're just trying to keep an eye on Chase Bank along with police who are inside the bank trying to locate a gunman. At this point, we're not exactly sure if the gunman is inside or outside, and we're just going to have to keep our eye on this. Bill and Amanda.
Okay, again, a big puzzle going on right there, but 5th Avenue in downtown Huntington completely shut down at this point, so you can expect some delays. We do have all kinds of perspective. We've got our entire team there on this breaking news alert.
Yeah, a lot of uncertainty here. News Channel 3's Brittany Hoke joins us live from the scene. Brittany, what can you tell us?
All right, thanks, Amanda. Well, as I can tell you right now, just from what Tim said also, I'm on 11th Street behind the Chase Bank, and you can see behind me police still surrounding the building here. Not much had happened in the time that I had been here. However, right before I came on here, we just saw a little bit of movement back there. Some police in vests are kind of moving a little bit closer to the building, so we're not sure exactly what is going on right now, but I can tell you a few police officers moving a little bit closer to the building, and again, they still have it surrounded. Again, what Tim said, not sure if that gunman or the robber is still inside that building. We did also hear some things about possibly him fleeing, things like that, but we are not sure about that right now. Of course, those will be questions that we will be asking as soon as we get the chance to talk to police. However, when we did first get here, we did see employees being escorted out by police officers. Again, not sure if there are still more inside at this time, but we did see at least some coming out. Now, again, I am along 11th Street right now. They are keeping pedestrians, at least. They're not allowed anywhere near this building right now. Traffic along 11th Street, though, is moving pretty easily. The cars, I mean, there's nothing held up, but we can tell you that 10th Street, around 4th and 5th Avenue are closed right now, as well as 5th Avenue between 10th and 11th Streets are still closed. We are going to be monitoring this for a while. We'll be back here with you as soon as we get some more details. Back to you guys.
All right, Brittany, thanks so much for your perspective there. We want to go live now to someone who is inside that Chase building. He joins us now on the phone. His name is Darren Burton. He's on the 3rd floor of that Chase building. Darren, we are hoping that you are okay considering the circumstances. What can you tell us?
Yes, thanks a lot. Yes, we're all fine. there are about 7 of us here still in the building, and we're the American Foundation for the Blind, and we have most of the 3rd floor up here on the top of the Chase building. So we've locked all of our doors on advice from the authorities downstairs, and we're all here just waiting to hear some good news that we can get out of here on a Friday night. And then in the meantime, we're still doing our work. We help to make today's technology more usable by blind people, so we're still getting that work done while we're here waiting to hear some good news from downstairs.
Well, you sound like you're in good spirits. I can imagine, though, that there have been some tense moments. What have you heard directly from authorities, and what are you hoping to still find out?
We heard that a couple of our other employees are actually downstairs with the bank employees, and they called us upstairs and gave us the news to lock the doors and be careful. And we've actually gotten into some internal doors here and locked some doors also, just to be extra careful. And so we were just told that the bank was being robbed, and that, to shelter in place and try to be as safe as we can, and also that they were trying to locate the person in the building. So, and we've been told to stay here until we get further word, until we can then go on with our Friday evening.
I would imagine have you heard a knock on the door or anything from authorities just yet?
No, we have not. We've been waiting to hear, and hopefully when we hear that knock, it's a friendly voice on the other side. So we're just hoping that comes. We have not heard anything in I guess it's been about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half since all this began.
I would imagine at
we're
this
on
point,
the phone with our 2 employees.
You're on the phone with your employees right now?
Yes, there are 7 of us here upstairs in our offices, and we have 2 employees downstairs that are in communication with the police, and we're on the phone with them. We've kept the connection open with them, so if we hear anything from them, we can then proceed
and go from there. So you guys are in a building that houses a bank. Obviously, banking is not your thing. It's helping the blind. Have you ever practiced anything like this or taken any special precautions because of the situation where you're located?
It's interesting. We do have, our headquarters are in New York City, and ever since 9/11, we've had emergency procedures in place. And we actually just recently had a fire drill, but I don't know if recently we've practiced anything like this. So we might want to go back through and then check to make sure we have all our procedures for this type of thing.
Right, certainly one of those things you never hope that you'll have to put into play ever. You say there are 7 folks with you in there. Have you all been able to reach out to your families?
Yes, matter of fact, yes. I just spoke with my wife. We're planning dinner downtown at one of our nice restaurants down here, so we are just waiting to hear. So we've talked to all of our family, and we've communicated with our other employees that are outside of places around the country, and our local ones that have gone home already. So everybody's worried. We're all in good spirits here.
Well, it certainly sounds like you are, and I know it's probably a very concerning situation for all of you, and a lot of people still at this hour, Darren, wondering what's going on and if this gunman is still in the building. We'll be thinking about you guys as we move throughout the evening, and hopefully we can check back in with you as we move throughout the broadcast, that's for sure. I know you guys are sheltered in place, and we want you guys to stay as safe as possible while you're there. Darren, thanks for talking with us.